Well, we're back. Sorry about last week or last Monday's video. I was planning on doing the whole thing inside and outside last week, but or last Monday, but when I got home and started editing, some of this footage on the inside wasn't very good because it was so dark and I couldn't see anything. It was just me in a silhouette and everything. So I thought, well, I'll come out and reshoot this. So let's make a second video of the interior. So that's where we're at now. What did I forget? Oh yeah, Morning America. Somebody asked me one time, where did I get that Morning America? And it's Morning America with no A on the front of it, you know. And I don't really know for sure where I got it. I just did it one day, and then it kind of dawned on me. It's Earl Pitts. Wake up, America. Wake up, America. You know, wake up, America. Earl Pitts, Pitts off. Okay. If y'all don't know who Earl Pitts is, look him up. He's a radio personality out of Cincinnati, Ohio, 700 WLW. Anyway, Earl Pitts American, Pitts off. Anyway, I think that's kind of where I got it. I didn't think about it when I said it, but that's I'm sure that influenced me, I guess. So anyway, we're on the inside of the truck now, and let's talk about what I need to do. Okay, just real quick, the dash of this truck, I love it. I like this dash better than the 07 dash in most ways except one. I love the toggle switches. Okay. All the newer trucks are going to rocker switches. I don't know why. I guess is Ralph Nader still alive? I don't know. But if Ralph Nader's still alive, he's the one that comes up with stuff like this. When there's an impact and you go up against the dash, these become little projectiles into your body, I guess, like a, you know, porcupine or whatever. So they wanted to get away from these and get into rocker switches, which are safer. And I figure if you hit the dash of a semi hard enough for that to hurt you, you got bigger problems than a toggle switch. So I mean, look at me. I hit it 60 mile an hour and didn't get a scratch on me. There's something about semis. It's just, you're in a vehicle that has all that mass moving. You don't tend to get hurt in accidents as bad as you do in a car. It's like the lighter the vehicle, the easier for damage, I guess. I don't know. And I'll get a million comments on that. Oh, my brother got hurt in a semi. How dare you say that? Okay, anyway. Yeah, we went through that last week. So all right. I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to edit that out probably. Anyway, I like this dash with the toggle switches and everything. I don't like the stereo way up here. I did like the stereo down on the dash. It's way up here on this truck. The previous owner on this also put all this real nice stainless steel labels and everything from Rockwood, and all around the toggle switches and around the air conditioning. It's all aftermarket stuff that somebody bought and put on here, and it's really nice. I really like that stuff. I don't want to pay for it because it's real expensive stuff. So, but then like on the doors here, on the passenger door, this piece here is Rockwood, and then the handle itself that's real wood. It's like a maple. Something I was going to tell you about too is this dash here. See this wood accents and everything. It's one of the things. This is an American class interior, and this American class interior is one of the fanciest interiors of Peterbilt at the time when this was built. And I still think it's one of the prettiest interiors, simply because the newer interiors are just blah. They're gray and drab, and I don't know. There's just something about a brand new Peterbilts. I don't know. This interior on these American classes were really nice. Anyway, this plastic, it's plastic, but it looks like wood, and it's I think it's walnut. It's burled walnut or something like that. Walnut burl wood. Reproduction or whatever. But on the door panels right here, this is all the same stuff. It's plastic, but it looks like wood. It gives it a nice look to it. But this is real wood, and they're about the same color, but this is a burl wood and this is a smooth wood, you know, smooth grain. But anyway, it matches nice enough. That's from Rockwood. It's nice stuff that somebody put in here. Somebody, the previous owner or owner before that, you know, put in some nice stuff on here, you know, spent some money on this truck on that type of stuff. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. Now, what I am not happy with the cab here is the seats. Let me open the door back up and show you these seats. They are Bostrom wide ride from Bostrom, you know, Bostrom seats. They're wide rides, and I've never been a huge fan of these seats. They're okay when they're new, but they seem like they break down real easy. Right here, this bolstering that should be up here like this, that breaks down real easy on these. And that's the problem with this seat. It just, there's firmness here, so all your weight is right in the center of your butt. But on your hip area, it should be bolstered up. It's not, and it just makes your tailbone kind of sore over a day's drive. And Monday, my tail was real sore. Come Monday, Tuesday morning when we got home. And anyway, it's got all that. I'm going to take these seats out. Somebody will say, well, why don't you just take the passenger seat and put it over here? Well, they've already done that apparently. They've already switched them, you know. Or two people were riding in this truck. There was a man and wife team or something. I don't know. But the passenger seat is just as worn out. See here, it's all torn, ripped here. The bottom here looks a little bit better, but not much, you know. But like the armrests here, see, they're just tore all to heck, you know. So these seats are history. They're out of here. So on the way home, I thought, you know, we'll stop at Joplin at the Four States Truck Supply, or Four States Truck Parts. Yeah, Four State Truck Parts or something like. Anyway, right across the road from the pt2 in Joplin, Missouri. So I pulled in there, and I knew that they had a pretty good selection of seats and everything, but I didn't know if they had them in stock or you had to order them or what. So I went in there, looked around and everything. And the one I settled on was the one I had in the previous trucks, the T660 that Kirk owns, and then that W900 that I bought after that. They both had the National seats in them. There's something about National seats. They hold their foam holds up well. The bolstering on the seats and everything, they hold up well. I like them. Anyway, and they feel good from day one. You sit up like this right here. I feel like I'm sliding around on this thing. It's just, I don't know. It's like almost like a bench seat, you know, a 2 foot wide bench seat is what it feels like. Whereas the National seats, you feel like you're in a bucket seat. So anyway, I stopped there to look and decided to buy one. So I ordered it or bought it, and he says run back to the warehouse and get it. I'm okay. So you just go out, wait by your truck, and we'll bring it out to you. Okay, great. So I got there and I'm waiting, and about 15 minutes later, this golf cart pulls up and it has a Bostrom seat on, 2 Bostrom seats on there. Oh, so I walked over and said, "Those for me?" He goes, "Yeah, you order some seats." I'm like, "Well, I ordered one seat and it was a National, not Bostrom's." He goes, Oh, no, it's a red Kenworth I'm looking for. Oh, okay, yeah, right here. So there's a guy right beside me who's in a red Kenworth. Well, he'd been tinkering around in his cab for a little while, didn't realize what he was doing, but he was unbolting the seats. Well, I guess just had the driver's seat only. The passenger seat was already out because he had already taken the seats out and put a hardwood floor in and put the driver's seat back in, right? And used that to drive over to buy these new seats. And I asked him, so anyway, they unloaded them, and this guy, you know, started tearing the boxes off and putting the seats up into his cab. And the salesman was there, and the driver was putting those seats up in there, and the wind was blowing at the wrong angle, and it kept closing the door on them. So I walked over and I just held the door open for them, you know, while they're putting the seats inside. So after we get done, they, "Oh, thank you, appreciate it." Well, you know, okay, well, no problem. And I looked down, I saw the old seat. I said, What you gonna do with that?" And he says, "Oh, I figured he's gonna take it home, you know, whatever." And he goes, "I don't know, throw it away, I guess." "You're gonna throw that away?" And he goes, "Yeah, I don't have any use for it." "Why, you want it?" I'm looking at it, it's pretty darn good shape. And it was the exact seat that I just paid $581 for. Brand new $581 seat. And he's throwing this one away, and it's just as good. It's almost new. You know, I couldn't believe he was getting rid of it. And the salesman was standing right there. I said, I just bought a brand new one from him. And he goes, oh, I'll give you your money back. I'm like, really? Cool. So salesman goes in to put my money back on my credit card. Me and the driver, we go and we throw it back here in the back. So let me go show it to you. Oh my. Yep, dome lights ain't working. What the heck is going on with this truck? I'm trying to figure out what's going wrong here. But anyway, I've got little issues like that, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. But anyway, here's the seat, and it's the same exact seat that I'm gonna scratch the floor up. I better leave it where it's at. But anyway, it's a Bostrom leather seat, beautiful. I mean, it's real leather too, you know. And I sit down on it, and it felt exactly like the brand new one. And this guy's going to give it to me for free. So yeah, we threw it up in here, and I like it. The only problem is the armrest over here. The leather kind of chewed through right here, but that's fine because I'm going to take those armrests off anyway. I don't like armrests, so I don't use them, and they're just in the way when you're trying to get back and forth from the inside, you know, the cab to the passenger, the sleeper back here. So with that, let's start on the problems I got with this thing. All right. On the inside, and as you can see, it's really dark again, and this is one of the things. I'm going to have to leave the camera there, and I'm just going to have to talk you through this stuff because my where's the flashlight at? The dome lights keep going off on this thing. These lights right up here, okay? They keep going. They'll work. I turn the key on and fire the truck up, and they work fine. I turn the key off, and about 15, 20 minutes later, they die out, and the whole sleeper just dies. I mean, everything dies. So I got to probably call ARI and find out what's happening with that. There's probably some relay or something, or maybe the batteries are bad, which doesn't make sense because if the batteries are bad, why does the truck start right up? I mean, it fires right up. So I don't know. There's something going on there, and I got to figure out what it is. Let's see, what else? Chair goes up in there. When I take the seats out, I'm going to take the carpet and everything out, and I'm going to put a hardwood floor up there that try to match it to the one back here in the sleeper, and then put the seat in up there. That way I don't have carpet, and hardwood floors are so much easier to clean. You just take a rag and wipe them, and the dust is gone, whereas a carpet, you got to find a vacuum cleaner and vacuum it all up and all that kind of stuff. It's just, I've had hardwood floors before, and I loved them. So that's going to happen up front there. So that's enough of that. Little things back here that I found down underneath the sink. There's the air conditioner, and there's the squirrel cage fan that turns the heater and air conditioner on, or when you turn it, you know, it blows the air. It's not mounted for some reason, and I have no idea. I haven't really turned anything on to find out, you know, make that work. So maybe that's it. I don't know. I got to go through all this kind of stuff and relearn this truck because this one is it's the same floor plan as the previous truck, but it's different. It's got, you know, different controls, and switches are different and things like that. It's an 04 version where I had an 07 version, and they must have made some different changes during those years. There's a few little things that are broke, like not fantastic. Yeah, the fantastic fan up here. The framework around here. Let's see if you see it here. This framework, see, is broken. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go buy me one of those somewhere, and I might just take out completely out and put a new one up there. I like what's the other one? I cannot think. If I don't think of something for about 3 weeks, I can't remember the dang stuff. I got to stop and remember it. I'm getting bad about that. I don't know why. Getting old in age, I guess. But, Max Air fan. Okay, you got your fantastic fan, you got Max Air. They're the two different competing air fans, and I like the Max Air fan better. So I might take this one out and put a Max Air fan up there instead. something I also thought about, I might just take this completely out, put a piece of sheet metal over it, you know, glue it and seal it all up, and then that gives me a little bit of room. I can put a solar panel up there, and then on some, you know, put a couple solar panels up there. That way, on a weekend when I'm sitting around here and I'm watching TV and the refrigerator's going and all that, I don't have to constantly start the generator up to recharge the batteries. The solar panels will take care of it all through the day, you know. And then at night, I'm not watching TV at night. You know, you don't need the electricity. So anyway, just ideas there, I guess. Just some of the things. What's the other thing here? Oh, the back door latch is broken. The deadbolt works, but none of the other stuff works. The keys don't work in anything. The latch itself is kind of seized up or something. I don't know. And I had to replace the one on the previous truck also. So this one here, I just call them and they'll order the thing and they'll mail it to me and I can fix that. But I've got a lot of little things like that I got to fix. The blinds on the windows over here, they're not in very good shape. This one has zip ties on it, so I think if you cut those zip ties, I bet that thing just falls, and there's no strings on the side where the tensioners, you know, anyway, they're not right. Got to be fixed. What else? There was something else. Oh, the generator. When I was looking at this truck 2 months ago to buy it, the generator, I fired start the generator, it fired right up, but I ran for about 20 or 30 seconds and then died on me, and I couldn't figure out why. We shut it off and then restarted it, and it had a little bit harder time starting, and then it fired up and it ran fine, you know. So only thing I'm thinking is maybe there was a air bubble in the fuel line or something. I don't know, but oh, there's a few other things. I can't think of them. Oh, the lights on the roof up here, these puck lights, I can't figure out. They don't work. I don't know why. And I think it might just be the switch right back here. I don't know. So, yeah, I guess what I'm getting at is it's got a lot of little things I'm going to have to go through. It's just nitpicky stuff, but it's, you know, stuff that makes your living experience not any good in here. You know, if you can't turn the air conditioner on, well, guess what? If you can't turn the heater on, well, guess what? You know, if you can't turn the stupid lights, or if you turn the lights on, they only last about 10 minutes and then die on you. You know, things like that. So there's little things I got to figure out on this, why it doesn't work, or why it's only working for a certain short amount of time or whatever, and then dying out. What else? I think that's about it. This video is going to be long enough as it is, and I think this is good enough for now, but just give you an idea. This is, you know, the things I'm having to look at and fix and work on and make the place my own, I guess. And the big difference between this truck and the previous truck, the red truck I bought from an individual and got to know him and everything, had his phone number and became friends with him actually. And he, when I first bought it, it was turnkey ready to go, that red truck. I mean, there was nothing. He had just come off the road with it a couple weeks earlier, and so everything worked. And, you know, if anything didn't work, he knew what it was and why it didn't work, and he, you know, this is how to fix it. This truck, on the other hand, I bought from a salesman at a dealership, and they won't give you the phone number to the previous owner. I know who the name of the guy, because it's on the warranty card, on the engine warranty. But how do you get a hold of the guy? You know, they won't give you his phone number because it's private and all that. Which, you know, and maybe he didn't want. You know, I don't know, but maybe he doesn't want to be called or whatever. So anyway, I don't have anybody to ask. You know, and all these little things. There's little things about this truck that I can't figure out what it is. Look, for example, here's a good one. You tell me what this is. Yeah, it's right here in the door jamb. Let's go back outside. Right here in the door. Okay, here's the steering wheel, here's the driver's door, and here's the hinges. There's a wire right here. That wire goes into this little thing right here. It's a little thing. I don't know what that is. I have no idea. What is this? What in the world is that? Any idea? Anybody? I mean, I have no clue what that could be. maybe an alarm system or something. It's the only thing I can even possibly come up with. But anyway, it was just shoved in there. Go figure. Oh yeah. So anyway, there you go. So that's the truck. Okay, there you go. And what are you guys doing? You what? Watching cows eat. That's my neighbor over here. He's the one that actually owns the cattle, and he's got them over getting. He's got a couple little calves he just got. You know, not calves, but show calves. They're over there in the pen. He's been working on them. Does all that 4-H type stuff. So anyway, there you go. That's the inside outside of the truck, and some of the things I'm going to have to work on over the next month or two, whatever. So with that, I guess we'll let you go, and hope you enjoyed, and take care, and God bless, and all that good stuff. So ciao, be good, bye bye.